All right. Welcome to episode 7 of our podcast, Real Time Real Estate with Sandra King.
Casey Lyons.
And today we have the beautiful Melanie Kilpatrick with us today to talk about Arts Council stuff. So thank you for coming.
No, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
We're excited. So what'd you do this weekend? We always talk about what we did for the weekend.
Well, my daughter turned 13 this weekend.
Oh my
So
gosh.
entering a new realm of my life here.
Teenager.
Yeah, I get the little glimpses of the sass right now. But just little. She's a good kiddo, but
Oh, that's good.
yeah,
It's funny though when you do really hear your mother's voice coming out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it
'cause-
ages me. I'm like, how, like, seriously?
Yep.
Like, all right, I'm old.
Mine the other day was, don't make me pull this car over. And I was like, oh!
I know. I know.
Yeah, no, I see little glimpses of sass and little glimpses of my mother, so.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
It's a cool deal.
It's fun. No,
Oh,
she's a
good. So
kiddo.
she had a good birthday.
She did, yeah.
Yeah, cool. What'd you do?
Still hunting.
Still hunting.
Yeah, still with hunters.
Still cooking.
Yep.
Still show. You worked a bunch this weekend
I
too,
did.
I think.
Yeah, it was a busy
Yeah.
weekend. It was a go-go. So, and my Broncos lost.
Well, guess who didn't win?
The Huskies.
No, they did win. God, I screwed that up. I was going to wear all my red stuff, so I'm a big Nebraska Huskers fan. And you don't have any connection to Nebraska, do you?
No.
Okay, you're the first guest, I think, that has
I'm
not.
neutral. I'm neutral
Okay.
territory.
Because everybody has had some kind of connection to Nebraska, and I love it because she calls them the Huskies instead of the Huskers. But they did win, so I was super excited. So, Scott Frost, we're going to roll. But, yeah, the Broncos, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm just watching college football.
Yeah.
Do you watch football?
Not really. I
Yeah.
used to, but then I've been consumed with other projects, so I
Right.
just kind of let it go, and now I'm just neutral and watch the Super Bowl, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's
So
that's a good one. I watch like hockey and stuff like that, but yeah, cool.
yeah.
Well, before we dive right into the real reason why you're here, tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from. Of course, you lived next door to my parents
I did.
when you were a young child, and then I kind of lost track of how you ended up back here and all of that.
Yeah, so I grew up in Hayden, born and raised in the Valley, finished middle school in Hayden, and then we moved to Craig. So I did 8th grade through high school in Craig.
Right.
Had a little more opportunity, I guess, as far as school, and
Sure.
especially in the arts realm. We had
Right.
different arts classes and ceramics and different things I could start
Right.
experimenting, which was nice. And then
Bigger school with bigger.
exactly.
Yeah. Mhm.
So, and then I moved to the Front Range, went to UNC for school for
Nice.
a few years, and then life happened, got married, moved to
Right.
Seattle for about 5 years, and
What was Seattle like compared to where you've been?
it was great. I thought it was awesome. It's good to kind of get away.
Yeah.
It's good to experience different things. So it was good. I was into the city at that time. I loved it.
Nice.
I lived in the heart of Bellevue, Washington, and then kind of further down south through the Renton area. And we were just young and out
Right.
and experiencing all sorts of different things that you could
that'd
do
be
in
cool.
the city.
Yeah.
It was great. And then found out I was pregnant, and then we stayed there. I had her in Washington, and then soon after we decided to come back to
Right.
our hometown. So
Yeah.
my parents were moving to Bolivia, and so we moved into their house
Oh my
here in
gosh,
Craig,
yeah.
and kind of house sat for them while they were gone adventuring and doing different things. So.
Oh, wow.
But it
Are they
was
still
good.
in Bolivia?
They're not. They were there for 2 years, and then they came back to like Arizona and New Mexico, kind of did
Gotcha.
the whole Southwest thing, and now they've settled in Fruita.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yeah.
Cool. So that's close by.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I think it was nice. I got to go do my own thing, experience
Right.
things, and then when I was a little bit older and having a family, realized it was
You
nice
can
to be
appreciate
back
what
here.
we
Yeah,
had.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great
Yeah.
place to raise kiddos, and
Absolutely.
it's small enough but large enough. It just
Right.
it just worked out well. So
Right.
we were happy
Very
to be
cool.
back.
So how long have you been interested in art and doing, because you're very talented on all your different upcycle things and you can just draw and do pretty much anything. I've seen a lot of
Yeah.
your stuff. And have you always had that interest?
always, yeah. Ever
Wow.
since I was young, I just, I don't know. I just have to be doing something, whether it's with my hands or drawing or even just like creative problem solving. It's just always kind of been a little bit different, just thought outside the box a little bit. And so it's just always something I've done, had, I don't know.
Right.
And it's just something that I may not, like throughout college and everything, I focused a little bit in art, and then I kind of got focused on business management, and then I didn't do art for a long time. And then it's like you can just come right back home to it, and
Like you
nothing
never
ever,
even left it, yeah.
It's-
So you have a degree in business management or
I
something
do.
like that?
Yeah, I started in art education, visual arts with an emphasis in education. So I thought I wanted to teach. But I think that's somewhat a product of being here and not really knowing what you can,
Right.
Do.
the bigger
Yeah.
picture of what
That's
you can
right.
do with certain degrees. And then I was unfocused and just wanted to try everything because that's
Right.
just who I am. So I tried a lot of different things in college, but then I settled on business management with an administration focus, just because you can apply that to
Oh,
whatever.
anywhere.
So
Yeah.
I figured I'd better hone it in and finish up and be
Right.
done. So
Right. And then you work for the city manager.
I do. So I'm the assistant to the city manager, and so right now it's nice that the degree helps in many aspects there. But it's also very engaging that we're tackling a lot of projects. So
We are, and people don't realize that.
Yes.
When we had Peter on the very first podcast, we had him talk about some of that because people kind of get down on things, or they don't like change, and they don't realize all the really awesome things going on in
Yes.
our community.
So that's a piece that we're working on, is just the communication piece, because there are a lot of things happening between trying to cooperate between the city and the county and working on projects and just grants that we've undertaken and been awarded. And so where we're going with some of those projects, I don't think that maybe we need to do a better job communicating that out
Right.
to our
Yeah,
community.
that's really
so,
cool.
Right.
so we're working on that piece of that there.
that's good.
So, and then that brings me to just like I do graphic design too. So a lot
Right.
of the marketing side of things fits naturally with just some of my artistic background.
Yeah, I didn't think
So-
about the marketing part for the for the city of what
Yeah.
needs to happen, but that's true. You do really have to.
So
Very cool.
yeah.
So why we have you here today is for the Northwest Arts Council. So talk to us about that and how that started and the vision behind it. And
So I can't take credit for how the council started. That was actually our former president, Solomon Herrera, really had the vision of putting together an arts council for our community. And so he really spearheaded that initiative and getting people together for the first year or so, and building upon that. I joined in March of 2018 is when he was trying to kind of gather the initial like core
Gotcha.
group of getting things going. So I jumped on board, and then we've just kind of been running with it since
that's awesome.
then.
So awesome.
It's been such a great thing for our community, and I think our community has backed us 100%, if not
Right.
more. And so it's just creating that network of what we already have and building
Right.
upon that and supplementing in with what we need to really make it a viable arts and humanities community where it benefits everyone here.
Right. And how many artists do you have in the group?
So our membership is right around 60 right now.
That's
so
awesome.
So
it is
cool.
great. It's very reasonable to be a member. I think fees did go up this year, but it's $30 for seniors and students for the year and $40 for anyone else that would like to be part of our membership. And that's open to not only artists, but just our general community or arts
okay.
advocacy. Anyone who wants to support the arts, and that includes visual arts, music, drama, dance, performing arts. It runs
so
the
it really
whole
is gonna be a
gamut.
whole-
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I guess my focus is more visual arts. So it'd be nice if, we're pulling in other resources and really
Right.
building that community so that we can expand upon what we're doing.
Wow, that is really
Yeah,
cool. I
it's
didn't
cool.
think about about the just anybody. I was
Yeah.
thinking more of all of you artists that
Yeah. I mean, it takes a community.
Sure.
We're undertaking some big tasks and what we want to do as far as our mission and our vision. And so it takes members pitching in and helping out,
Right.
whether you're an artist or a business, or if you just want to support us financially and donate to what we're
Right.
doing. We've had some great community leaders. Your parents, Liz and Russ, have donated the space to the art space downtown
Right.
that we'll be handling. So it's all those little key
Which
pieces.
is the 525 Yampa,
Yeah.
and you've named the building,
Articulture.
which is very
love
cool.
it.
Very cool.
So-
A play off of agriculture.
Love it. I
Yeah.
think it fits our community and it's authentic to our community. And then it has a sub tag, create, collab, create, cultivate. So it's really just building upon getting our community together. Let's work together. Let's do all sorts of things. Gallery space, classroom space, event space. It'll be really nice to grow that and develop that side of things as well.
That's very cool. And you do have a lot of things planned there at the building for October, right?
Yes, so Arttober is coming up here.
Arttober. I love it.
Yeah,
There's a lot of play on that art that you can come up with. Yeah.
So Arttober has tons of events, and I gotta use my cheat sheet because there's just so much going on. The whole month we're doing Inktober, another little play on words there. That's a national thing, so it's just really a prompt to get people drawing and engaged in creating artwork every day. So
Okay.
there's a list for 2019 for each day. You get a prompt. So I think the first day of October is ring, and then mindless, legend. There's just simple
really
words,
cool.
and all you do is you draw every day based on that prompt word.
If
so.
I sent you my drawings, you'd be like, okay, let's let your 4-year-old try. Okay, so let's wrap it up.
But it is fun just to, even if you just did a little doodle. And I love, what did we put on the info sheet is perfect. It's like you can share it with, you can share it with you, your family, yourself, or even just your refrigerator. So it's just really
Okay, that's very cute.
really getting in the habit of doing something creative every day. And it's just going to be a fun Inktober event. And we'll do some matinee meetups at Articulture so everyone can share what they're working on, and then we'll have some open studio time so people can come down and work on artwork for Inktober, and that ranges from
Can kids do that?
youth, yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
all the way
that
up
would
to
be
our
fun.
seniors.
Yeah.
So
She does. She always draws
Yeah.
me something. Or,
Erin doesn't know it, but she's gonna teach her. To draw. I broke the news to her, but
yeah, no, and it's just, I mean, you don't really have to know how to do it. Everyone has their own little
Right.
way of tackling it, and that's what makes it so fun, and each person has their own perspective. So it's neat to just gather and see what people are working on and network and collaborate, and it'll just be a fun
really
event
cool.
for the
that
month.
is really
so.
cool.
Yeah. The weekend after that, so the first weekend of Arttober will be Arttoberfest. Last year we had our inaugural Arttoberfest event at Chaos Inc. in their garage space there.
Oh, yeah,
And it
yes,
was
that's right. I remember
really
that.
industrial and cool. We had gallery work, we had food and beverages and interactive artwork. We had a People's Choice vote, and it was great. I think that was the first event that we did as a council that really did things a little bit differently. It wasn't just and pop-ups are great, but it wasn't just quite a pop-up. It wasn't just quite a stuffy little show. It was fun. It was approachable,
Right.
and it kind of fit the space. It fit what we're doing, and so we're just going to carry that on this year. With Arttoberfest will be in Articulture this year, so it'll be
Okay.
downtown Friday and Saturday, 4 to 8 p.m. on Friday evening,
Okay.
and 11 to 6 p.m. on Saturday. So
Very
it'll
cool.
have gallery space. And we're just kind of doing an introduction to articulture, so getting people used to what we're going to be doing in the space, what's
so
to come,
cool.
what we'll be working on in the next few months to the end of the year into next year. So it'll be nice to come check out the space,
Right.
get a feel for it.
Yeah, so people can see, like for gifts and stuff, will you guys have your work for sale there?
We're working on it. Our gallery pieces are for sale, but we're working on the retail side of things, and so that'll almost come in like phase 2 of having the art space open.
Gotcha.
Just because It's so tricky. It's so tricky to find like a co-op model or a retail model, especially everyone's kind of volunteering their time. So we just need to really pin down what that looks like, and I'd rather do that the right way and build upon it than just kind of
wing
throw it out there chaotic at the beginning and just not having it work well. So we're just going to take our time and develop what that's going to look like for us here. Gotcha. So it will be, it's in the plan, it's in the vision. We just got to pin that down a little bit more. But gallery pieces are for sale. So if you were looking for more artwork or sculptural pieces, those are available. So just not in more of a retail setting.
Right. Okay.
We'd like to give a big shout out to E&L Signs for being our sponsor of this podcast. E&L Signs serves Western Colorado and Eastern Utah for all your screen printing and vehicle lettering needs. With over 30 years experience, Ed and Lori will get it done for you. So remember, E&L Signs.
Okay.
The 19th of October, we're going to do Dave Morris is a little
with
theater.
His with his
he's
theater.
Going to do he's going to do drama. So he's going to do like a theatrical thriller. It's like Murder by the Creative type. So he has something all planned. So we'll have it'll be funny, it'll be engaging and interactive, and we'll have 3 performances on the 19th. 11, noon, and 1 p.m. is what we'll do. At the building. Yeah.
Wow,
so we'll set it up
cool.
for a different format, for little mini plays there. And again, you can just come check out the space and experience kind of some of the different things that we'll have planned. So, and Dave's fun. So, you know, it's going to be eccentric and just a little different and just, you know, a good time for all ages.
Right.
So.
That's good.
And then October 25th is one of the things that I'm most excited for in October is a tiny art show. So it's kind of like a new trending thing in the art world.
Ariane was telling us about that.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So we're inviting participants, and it's open to everyone, not just members, but it's open to the public. And we're encouraging our community leaders to participate as well. So it's creating artwork 4x4, 4 inches by 4 inches, or 4x4x4 if you're doing dimensional work, or smaller. So then we'll have all these tiny little pieces of work for display in Articulture, and all the proceeds will benefit St. Michael's Community Kitchen.
Oh, very nice.
So it's on the same evening that they're doing their Empty Bowl fundraiser, which our potters do support making bowls. They make about 400 hand-thrown bowls, decorated bowls, in order to do a soup dinner at St. Michael's. And then again, that benefits their community kitchen, which they do great work in feeding the less fortunate in our community.
Absolutely, so, they do. Yeah.
So tiny art will be awesome. We'll have
that is really cool.
Small sculptures, small paintings, small pieces of art. I think we'll have some small food items.
Oh
so
my gosh!
We'll see what turns out there, but I'm super excited. It'll be different and fun, and just just trying to get people to think outside the norm of what they might think artwork is in a community. So it's fun, it's engaging. Yeah. It doesn't have to be super stuffy. Just come through and have a good time.
Right. So. Very cool.
And then lastly, the last weekend, October 26th, we'll do an art drop, which will be a creative scavenger hunt for artwork. So Colorado does do an art drop day for September. So Denver participates in a lot of creatives throughout our state. And it's basically they just hide pieces of artwork, make clues, and then the public's open to finding scavenger hunt artwork from artists. So we'll
it'll be hidden somewhere in the community.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you have a team?
We'll probably focus
Sandra in it.
We'll probably focus on the downtown area just to kind of keep things happening in that core area of the town. And then we'll post clues, and then you're welcome to go seek out
on it.
What we're gonna find.
So S&K team, we're dressed up.
Yeah, we'll have shirts. Yeah.
So it'll be fun, and just just engaging things that people can participate in outside the norm. So we're just trying to get different ideas out there, different events out there, ways people can really engage as a community.
Gosh, it sounds like you have a lot of really cool stuff planned.
We're excited. I'm super excited about it. So
very cool. So right now at the building, there's no one there like on certain days.
Right.
just whenever you're having events or something.
Right. So we are working on filling in with some class time. We're just finishing out that structure. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes to kind of
Right.
prepare for that type of structure and space that we have to have all our
Ducks in a row.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's just all the paperwork has to be done, and generally that's custom formatted to fit our needs and
Right.
how we want to offer the space, all the rules, how the system functions. So it's just kind of starting from zero and working
Yeah.
from there to make sure that we can to offer a functional space that is sustainable.
Right.
So,
again, along those lines of trying to figure out who's going to be there, the co-op
Exactly.
model, which one works if
Exactly.
it is going to work. Yeah.
Exactly. So, but our website's a great resource for what events are coming up,
Okay.
what classes will be coming up. All our classes will be posted on our website, and we should be able to register for classes on our website as well. We just have to work out a few kinks of getting
Sure.
everything posted and getting
Right.
everything. So it's a system, really.
Right.
So once we get the systems in place,
Then it all
it
just
should
falls
function
together.
really well.
Right,
But
right.
it's just all the effort of getting the systems in place right now.
For
So,
sure.
yeah,
And
we're
if someone
excited.
wants to become a member, they go to the website.
Yep, we have.
And what is the website?
So the website is www.nwcartcouncil.com. So it's nwcartscouncil.com is basically how I
Okay.
remember it. So,
Got it.
So it's just go on the website. You can register online to either be a member or to donate. And then we also have paper forms, and we always email out to our membership what's happening, when your renewal is, what events are happening, how to get engaged. So it's a great way to plug in. And even if you don't want to be a member and you just want to get on our email list, you can connect
You
with
can do
us
that.
through the website and just let us know, and we'll get you on the email list as well.
Cool.
So
That's
Yeah,
very good.
yeah.
Very exciting for what's happening
it
downtown,
is.
don't you think?
It's exciting
Yeah.
all around. There's great things happening downtown as far as different things kind of revitalizing and just
Exactly.
new facades and fresh looks to
Yep.
different buildings, new businesses,
Exactly.
coming in.
Yeah.
And so it's exciting to be part of that and to you kind of get the ball rolling on what we can do. And
Right.
it doesn't have to be something that's been done in the past. We can do
Right.
new things.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's exciting. So
It is exciting, and just from what I remember growing up, what downtown was, and now it's like completely different. It's coming around again, but it's arts council, it's brewery, it's a wine bar, it's a little mercantile store, it's the kitchen store, it's just different little things. The CrossFit gym,
Yes.
stuff that back in when I was a kid in the early 80s.
Was it JCPenney's?
It was JCPenney, it was Les Maisons
Ben
Chic,
Franklin.
Marge Mar,
Oh,
Ben
yeah, Ben
Franklin,
Franklin.
the Banana Boat, which had the best bubblegum ice cream. It was things like that I guess are still a thing somewhat in the communities, but they are now changing, and I don't know what the right word is. I'm kind of
it's
struggling there a
almost
little
like
bit, but it's
local artisan craft. There's local roots to
Right.
the businesses that are happening
Right.
right now, and so it just feels good as a community.
does.
We know, the people that are up and running these businesses are local, and
Right.
they're often active in a lot of other things
Yeah.
that are happening in our community,
Right.
and so there's a big picture happening, and it's just kind of all coming
right.
together
That's
nicely.
It was
Right.
so nice to drive through downtown Saturday, and there wasn't a place to park. It was
Yeah.
literally packed.
Okay. So we were talking in our short little break about some things that we need to definitely have you cover, and just art in our community in general, and what is the big driving factor for it, and what's happening, and
Yeah,
the movement.
I think it's interesting as an economy and what a role arts and humanities can play and benefit to local economies. And
Right.
there's lots of money
Right.
in the arts and humanities. And so just really having a thriving art scene, whether that's visual arts, performing arts, music, events, that's important. especially to new people coming in or to existing community members, it really enhances what we have going on as a community.
Right.
And then it's just it's a quality of life, really.
Right.
So we're really just working to promote the arts and humanities so that it benefits our whole region, not only Craig, Moffat County, but we can interact and partner and collab with Rio Blanco County,
Sure.
Routt County, Steamboat. We're so rural.
Yampa
Yeah.
Valley thing. We
Yes.
were talking about it
Yes.
a podcast ago,
and I
bringing
think-
it back together.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's important because
Love
we
Yampa
are
Valley, yeah.
so rural out here in the northwest
Right.
corner that it does take working together with our neighbors to really have an impact.
Right.
And it doesn't mean we may be a little different demographic than Steamboat, but we can support each other in what we're doing as
Absolutely.
far as arts and humanities. And so it doesn't have to look, I think people freak out sometimes. It's like, we're
Right.
not Steamboat. And
Right.
that's okay. Yeah, we're not Steamboat,
We're
and
not.
that's
No,
okay.
we're not gonna
But
have
they have
that,
great
yes.
things going on, and we can benefit by working together, and they can support us in what we're working on as well. So,
Exactly.
so there are ways to work together.
Exactly.
It'll be good.
It'll be fine.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
Well, I know when Mom had the gift store downtown that a lot of the traffic she had was tourists from Steamboat.
Yeah.
That they were tired of the 27,000 t-shirt shop
Right.
and they wanted to see other things. And
Yeah.
so this is perfect for
Yep.
them to hit the downtown.
In the
and-
summer, I heard that a lot at Yampa Valley Fiberworks north of town
Yes.
too.
Yes.
A lot of their traffic is from Steamboat.
That's right.
So why not come over for the day? It's a great day trip. Go out to Yampa Valley Fiberworks. We have a wonderful golf course.
Yes.
Hit downtown. It's a wonderful day.
That's right. There's
And
a lot
likewise,
of
we
things.
can extend that the other way around.
Absolutely.
So,
Go check out whatever, new restaurant or
yes.
get some donuts from Powder Day Donuts or I
Yeah,
mean
the
like
best.
I've heard we don't know exactly.
we don't,
but
like,
that's
just
like
drive up there
no, make a special trip. Yeah. No, we don't do that at all.
Yeah, so there are definitely ways we can support
Nice.
each other as a region.
Nice.
For sure.
Very cool.
And that benefits our community.
Very cool. So what as far as the artists that you have in your group, what kind of things are they like working on big projects, do you think, or is everybody sort of focusing on the mission of the group or what?
Probably a little bit of both. Our artists, so right now we have a couple shows that we're doing an open call for. We have
And
art
what does that
space.
open call
An
mean?
open call is where you basically call for artists to submit their artwork. And
Oh, okay.
so usually it's juried and you say this is accepted or this isn't accepted, and then they'll be showcased wherever that event will be. So right now we have space at the brewery, the Barrel Cathedral downtown. So we have some nice, basically the whole wall to the north.
Okay.
And there is, we curate that as the Northwest Colorado Arts Council. And so we'll change out that show every quarter so that there'll be
very
fresh artwork.
Oh, I
when
just
you go
like my
in there.
mind just started turning like, oh my gosh, our next event we should have
Yeah.
have you guys
Exactly, and we've
display.
absolutely done that. So the so we have space in the brewery, and we'll change that out. So that show's
And
going to
those
change.
those pieces are for sale or are those
Most are yes, all
Oh,
those
okay.
pieces are for sale, and the brewery kind of handles the transaction. And we work
Sure.
together with the brewery
Right.
to take care of
Cool.
that. So,
Okay.
but then, like you were saying, for events, we last year for the State of the Community that the Chamber of Commerce hosts. And it's a bunch of local
Right.
leaders, and they present on what's happening in our
Yeah,
community.
the state of the community?
Yep,
yeah.
exactly. So we, instead of just having like a happy hour, they actually had the artists kind of set up the whole perimeter of the pavilion with artwork.
Oh, very cool.
And so it was happy hour, but then there was something to do. You could
Right,
walk
you could
around,
wander
and,
around, look at the
and
art. Mm-hmm.
see the artwork, and that seemed to be a really good win-win collaboration.
Mm-hmm.
It was great for our artists. It was great for their event, and so that's really what we're looking to do is in partnering with other organizations.
Mm-hmm.
We really have the ability to enhance with artwork, and so we like to partner with other organizations and able to do that. So
That's very cool.
yeah.
That is a good
Yeah,
idea that
right?
we could have you guys at one of our
Yeah.
big open houses.
The Hot Air Balloon Festival, Randy
Mm-hmm.
Loopers, for the last 2 years has invited us as the council, and
Nice.
they've been very, very great in facilitating, having a tent there, having space there.
So you have a booth.
Exactly. We set up, but they allow us to do that at no charge as a benefit to them, to have some art
Right.
and activities there. And so it's a win-win for us as well to be out there sharing what we're doing, getting people involved, and connecting with people.
Well, like Art in the Park and Steamboat, when we first started going to it, it was, just basically locals checking it out and whatever tourists happen to be in town. And now it's this huge deal
Yeah.
where there's tons of vendors and there's tons of people.
And that's great. And
Yeah.
I think, especially even as locals, it almost like drives you to really keep your work super quality, because you do have to compete with more people coming in,
Right.
For booth space, and just if you're going to have a good show, you have to have good pieces there. And so
Right.
it kind of keeps us working at a high level
Right.
and keeps us
Keeps your skill
engaged.
polished,
Absolutely.
yeah. Very cool. Well, is there anything that we have not gone over that we need to about?
I think that's about it. Check in on the website. We have a Facebook page. We have an Instagram. So there are lots of ways to plug in.
So we can
and
follow
just
you
kinda
everywhere.
See what's
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
We're always doing something. And so, again, we can always be better about communicating out
Sure.
about what's happening. But you can plug in too. And I'm happy to get anyone information via email or any of those resources if anyone's interested in just wanting to know more about what we're doing and what our future
Right.
plans are.
Right.
So,
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So one question that we have for you, we always kind of end the show with is, so what is the one habit that you have that you start your day with to make sure your day is a success?
early morning time is like my sacred time.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to be up before anyone else in my house is up.
Right.
I like to get any projects done. So I'll usually be on my computer. I'll make coffee, get on my computer, check my date books, make sure I'm ready to go for any meetings, or I have all my materials ready, and I just use that morning time as self-preparation time.
Right.
And that's really what does it for me. It's just
Right.
a little time to have
To just
peace
get your
to
thoughts
myself,
together.
just
Yep.
focus on what I'm
Yeah.
working on, and
Yeah.
just know what I have coming up for the day. And that's, again, my sacred time.
That's
So,
very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, things like that are very important.
It's good.
For sure. Well, thank you, Melanie, very much for
Yeah,
making the
thank
time
you.
today. Sorry we were a little late starting.
No worries. I know.
Evidently, I need to take some sacred time.
You need to, and a calendar.
That's good. I appreciate you guys having us here and letting us share what we're working on. And
We're excited for the community, just the way everything is going.
It's so awesome right now.
It's just, it is.
yeah, and it's something that everyone can enjoy. Public art, artwork,
Right.
getting engaged with it. It's all around us. It's passive sometimes, but
Right.
we just want to make it more engaging for our community.
Perfect. That's awesome. Well, anything we can do to help with that, always let us know.
Absolutely.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate
you.
it. Thank you.
We'd like to give a big shout out to E&L Signs for being our sponsor of this podcast. E&L Signs serves Western Colorado and Eastern Utah for all your screen printing and vehicle lettering needs. With over 30 years experience, Ed and Lori will get it done for you. So remember, E&L Signs.